Hello, friends. How are you doing all today? It is I, the TI Freak, and we are back with another Genshin Impact live stream. If you excuse me, I'm currently munching on a Reese Cup Klondike bar. It's very good stuff. And how are you all doing today? Hope you had a wonderful Monday, a great weekend. Apparently we need to deliver something. Today's goals, I guess would be the right word, would be, we're gonna knock out our daily commissions. We're then going to try and, get enough Prima Gems so we can do a 10-pull wish for the new banner, because we want the cool stuff. We need the cool new things. Welcome to Good Hunter. I know you must be hungry, but could you do something for me? There's been a steady increase in volume and delivery orders recently. I tend to divide them up by region and then label each dish with the name of the person who ordered it. But I lost the label for this calla lily seafood soup. All I know is that it's for someone in Springvale. Rest assured, there'll be a hearty meal waiting for you on your return. Okay, I can live with that. And Springville. Make a quick trip.
I'll race you there.
I'm on. Up there. I wish every day didn't have to be a hunting day. Not this. This one isn't mine. Okay. 2 more people to find.
I'll race you there.
Maybe this one's a little too far away. Come on. We got this. Alright.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Hello! Wonder if there's anywhere safe to go adventuring. Did you order takeout? Wow, that was fast. I thought it would take longer. Here's what I owe you. Smells good. I mustn't go adventuring on an empty stomach. Now I'm going to savor every last bite of this, so you're not going to go adventuring, obviously. Saw some radishes up here, so that doesn't look like we're on the timer anymore. Yay, free stuff. Huh? Oh. Sorry. Easily distracted. Oh, that was wrong. There we go. Whoops. Hope I didn't kill nobody. Welcome to Good Hunter. Yes. Beck, did you manage to deliver it? Yes, because I'm awesome. Duh. Here, this crab ham and veggie bake is for you. It's fresh out of the oven. Eat it while it's hot. Ham and veggie bake. Sure, I'll go for that. But crab? Ugh. Pushing it. Pushing the luck. Speaking of which, right.
Add Astra Abyssal.
Claim adventure rank. Oh, did we gain a new... Oh, nice. Got some Prima Gems, so this will make it easier. Okay. And actually, I wanted to do some cooking, but first things first is I need to... Okay, we got 10 more fowl. And we got 11 more sweet flowers. That'll work. And she's hooking us up with the Mora. Select. And this one. Cool. And that one. Nobody likes Kaya, so there we go.
I'll race you there.
So, friends, What has it been like for you today? Hopefully you all had a wonderful day. But it is Monday, so I'm taking this, you know, with a grain of salt. Alright, let's see if we can't get ourselves a few more pieces of fowl, shall we? Excuse you, I was pushing the target button. Yeah, I got a couple of them. Let's see, I know there's one over here. Spray and pray, guys. Spray and pray. Okay. Oh, come on. That hit him. Got that one. Legolas who? There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Swing her. Oh. Wow, that drains the stamina bar quick. Alright, we got this. We're good. We're fine. Maybe. Possibly. Go, Amber, go! There we go. Okay. The cooking pot thingy was over here, is it not? Yes. I'm gonna bite ice cream before it melts all over my desk. We'll do 15. Let's see, there was something else. These wouldn't be too bad, but we don't have the sugar for it. Or flour. My bad. What else would restore? Oh, was it these? We ain't got much in the way of the mushrooms for it, so we'd only be able to make 2 more, but better than none. Yeah, that wouldn't do very well. We've got 21 steaks, so we're good there for now. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so first things first, let's knock out the remaining... Wait a minute, what? Oh, this is the next one. I guess. Teapot to Call Home Part 1. Okay, first things first. Let's go take this out. Yes, Amber, you're adorable. We know. There's a good Klondike bar. Okay, so it said something about shields, which means we probably will ultimately need our little flaming mistress there, but... Dude. Are you serious? There you go. I see. Oh, Miss Amber.
Judgment. You can't run.
Easy peasy. Yeah, none of your nonsense will work here, buddy. Hey, I thought I was hitting the shield. There we go.
Let the show begin. What a nuisance. Shiver.
Hey, cycling. How the heck are you, friend? I'm doing great. I'm just kicking the crap out of these bad guys. Oops. That's fine. Alright. Second commission down. Nice. We got 10 more Prima Gems. Let's take a look. And we do have enough to make this pool, which I would actually really like to get her because I don't have her at all. I don't like Child at all. He could just go jump somewhere. We won't continue that thought. Sorry you saw me killing the slimes. I'm sorry. Hey, what was that? Let's see. Spreading evil. Navigation. Where are we going? Actually, there was one that was even closer, I thought. Alright, let's go back to that one. I gotta know, cycling. What's the fascination with slimes? First thing I saw, slimes are adorable, what else? They can be so long as they don't go attacking, you know. If they would stop that nonsense, I wouldn't have to kill them. I really ought to see if I can power up her weapons and stuff some more. Alright. We are here to stop the spread of evil.
Judgment. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Hey, 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 hey! Whoa! This guy's gonna be a jerk.
You can't run. Let's dance. Judgment.
Keep this guy frozen for a minute. So cycling, been up to anything fun today?
Judgment. You can't run. Judgment.
Hate these stupid little monk things. Bruh, you just didn't.
You can't run. I see how it is.
I'll take us all out. I'm crazy enough to pull it off. Ah, you're on fire. I'm not.
Shake.
You definitely cray, I know.
Judgment.
Yeah! Wiping out the baddies. Love it. Alright, so... we need to get some healing going on for poor Amber there, because she's in rough shape now. And last but... wait a minute, is there anything hiding in here? There's not. Get a potato. But I'm already a potato, so... that's like nothing new. What god you slaying today? Well, I'm not entirely certain. But... oh, I think we need to go here for the next one. I think the whole god thing's kind of over now, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Huh?
Let's dance.
Alright, let's go take him out.
You can't run.
Event complete. Hey, hey! Enough is enough is enough is enough. Yeah, we got this guy almost gone. Nice. Ooh, we got stuff. I don't know if it's good stuff, but we got stuff. What the heck? It's over here. Oh wait, it's the portal-y place. I don't know what was there. I don't remember. TIFreak is dumb. Oh, a common chest.
There are a few interesting trinkets here. Let the show begin.
Hey, cycling, tell your friends to get off my case. They're the ones chasing me now. I have a grudge against this one in particular. He's got to die first.
You can't run.
Oh, get off that. Alright.
You can't run.
Hey, girl. It'd be nice if she'd focus on the people that need to be focused on. they like to set me on fire a lot, that's for sure. Oh, get away! Keep forgetting they like to explode.
Let's dance. Yeah, go, Barbara, go! Yeah. You can't run.
Now we can take this. Because you keep freezing them, they just want warmth. No. No warmth. They must be as cold as my dead heart. As cold as my soul. What's up with the giggles? I'm not seeing you in a position of being able to giggle. Exactly. Alright, so check that out. We got some Prima Gems. Should we do a pull now, or should we wait a little bit? Let's see. So this is the next one. Catherine from the Adventurers Guild of Mondstadt informs you that a very peculiar stranger has come to the city. Decide to contact the person and see if they accept your request. Interesting. What's this? Madam Ping, the flower admirer, seems to have something more to discuss with you. This seems interesting. Let's go check that out. Oh, she's right there. Teleport waypoint. Is this your heart, good sir? It is covered by an Eevee, yes. Eevee's always got my heart. Alright, Madam Ping. Where is thou? Oh, she's up the stairs, that's right.
I'll protect us.
Go ahead and just max out our health here again. Remember when we was running down these stairs from the law? Good times, good times. Oh, well, I got too close.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
I was gonna say, she didn't sound like an old lady there at first.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no, no. You've done so much for Lea Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more.
But you're gonna ask for more.
In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
Well, I mean, she's forcing it on us, so
When
why
you
not?
traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
No, we don't. We don't do anything of the sort.
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
Subspace, which is bigger on the inside.
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world.
So it's definitely a TARDIS.
The teapot that you
Just
entered
sort of.
previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. that is what one might call an exercise of true power.
Also, is my audio alright?
But that's enough nostalgia for now.
Casually throw out
The
how
gift
OP
that I
you
have
are like
prepared
that.
for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
I don't know. If somebody is saying, hey, I can build this universe in a teapot, they can do pretty much and say pretty much anything they damn well please. Just saying, you know. It's within their abilities. I'm not gonna argue. I get better at locking that door.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
He's not wrong.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need.
Uh-oh, who we kidding?
What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there.
So we're going back to Minecraft and getting a shovel and digging?
But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Who this?
Allow me to do the honors.
Yan
This
Fei.
child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei.
Oh,
I
the
believe
girl
you've
we're
already
wanting
heard
to,
of the traveler and her
acquire.
traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui, before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
Really?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
I'm really liking this girl already.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me.
I don't know, there's something about her face that's...
Oh, yes.
Eyes too big,
Here's
maybe?
my business card. You'll find
Ah.
it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention,
it's her
I offer
personality.
a very generous discount for first-time customers.
She's too hyper and high-strung, but her eyes kind of portray this... sleepiness, slowness, or something.
All right. right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any
Not the
dire need
legalese.
of legal
Yeah.
assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An
Yep.
adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
There's a lot of people getting left with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well,
Guy
my
wanted
dad
some.
did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement.
Well, if you have enough money.
Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
What the? What she got?
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores.
It still bothers me that their mouths stop moving at random points.
He mentioned
There's
that he
only
was
one Granny in
considering
Genshin.
acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Never look at the mouths. Yeah, it's starting to frustrate.
An Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Oh, come on. What's the worst that could happen? And... Hey,
You can't run!
That was the wrong key. Now, where the heck am I going? Whoops. Oh. We gotta go to the harbor. Ooh, what's this? So flowers, okay. We ain't got time for none of that walking around stuff. What's your problem? Yep.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
Hey, dude, give me what I want. What I really, really want.
Hello, Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end I did acquire a small piece of smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize, I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi Qiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhi Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhi Qiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
That's pretty impressive. Oh, no ambiguities
Guaranteed
there.
genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Xiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
I like the fact it flashes a couple times and then his mouth stops moving again.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
Then she's not talking and the mouth moves. Ah, make up your mind. Where are we going? Is it somewhere here in the city? Yes, it is. Okay. Wait. No. Not there. Need to go up the stairs. Man, this place is difficult to get around sometimes.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Huh?
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, hand them over.
How
This
do
is
you
a
do,
stick
Mr.
up.
Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins. I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
Oh boy.
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Yeah, why did you need them?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me.
So there was gonna be an ore convention. Okay.
Now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Just go bankrupt. They can't touch you if you're in bankruptcy.
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Because this is the part where we say we can help.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Oh my.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Zhi Qiao, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Zhi Qiao somehow. True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear. and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jucho looks like she's about to faint.
Yeah, you pretty much just told her she crashed a Ferrari and only had insurance for a Ford Escort.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the Jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the Jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Please, Don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract. However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
That seems to make it to where they're gonna be fakes, aren't they?
Smooth to the touch. Finest quality jade. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossell's.
Down here? Oh. Hey, I'm landing on you. Get out of the way. Mr. Crossell, welcome back. We've missed you.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus Jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
Yep, this is about to become very bad for him. I can see it.
Understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you.
Dun dun dun.
It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Yay, more story. Over here? What's the dude with what? Never rains but it pours. Streets have been filling up with Millilith. The tension in the air hangs over us like a shroud. Our doors aren't closed, but you know as well as I do offers business of other nations and how many people from other nations live in our city. They brought us prosperity and a fair amount of cultural exchange, too. There it is. I've been making preparations to try and calm people down, but what the situation is I don't know where to begin looking for people good at international relations. You've been to many different parts of the world already, haven't you? Well, that guy was just rude, pushing us out of the way like that. Can I trouble you, then, to help me calm some of our guests down? Yeah, eventually. No. First things first is we're going to take care of... Yes. This one. No? Okay. Apparently that's where we're still going. Where's the damn stairs? This way. Okay. Oh. No. Not there. Where in the world are they keeping us, or making us go? This is friggin'... Ah, here we go. Let's say this is ridiculous. We're here? Here we go.
Miss Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
Fight me, stranger. Roar!
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions.
Dude, she just freaking... Wow. She just put us in the ground. And here I was trying to love her. Never mind.
I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy.
She's starting on you. I know, it's ridiculous. What the heck?
If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt
Oh, and thank you
fine
for
the
the
whole time.
hydration
Not even
redeem.
the
I had
slightest
me
bit unwell.
my
I
water.
didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity.
We should have been looking for that,
If
too.
I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave, and then he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal.
Detective work was
I'll
not
share
a
them
turn I
with you in
thought
due
this
course.
game would take. Yeah, I know.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
50% of what you get out of this other guy.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
I had one more for every time I heard the word contract. I know.
Feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Good lord, she's signing a mortgage.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
That would imply that you ever had brain juice, Paimon. You are literally just an emergency snack.
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Damn, you're a speed reader if you're reading like 15 pages of contract.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it. Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery.
Jade Mystery?
He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Oh. Behind us. Alright. Ba-dum. Hello.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yunfei. Is something the matter?
He's had a run-in or three with her.
Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnine merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
That's some pretty good chunks there, buddy.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Observe. Observe, if you will. A lying sack of crap.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Nephrite?
Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
Nope.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart.
I see.
There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Wow, this game is so needy.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why?
Am I the
you
only
need
one
them?
that's annoyed by his voice, like, in a really big way?
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
Everybody would deny just having proof of being able to
On
deny.
the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
I really like the fact she can pop that book up out of nowhere.
Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Sinxie. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish.
Books can be folded to save space.
As such, legal advisors like myself
Not too many
provide
times.
quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Is this how adept I become so adept at everything?
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Sinxie.
And I see 103 meters that way. I don't get why it was trying to force me around. Nope, not you. Hello. Hello. Knock a knock.
Oh, Miss Yanfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossell? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Damn.
Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Can you put yourself in this position, living in a city that bases everything off of contracts? Hey, I'd like to buy a burger. Okay, sign a contract. No.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I'm making a joke about this place that anything you do, you have to sign a contract for. There was actually a episode of a TV show called Sliders, where it started out, they were on a planet that everybody was a lawyer. Everyone. And you couldn't even buy a hamburger unless you had this proof of health and these certification forms and all this other stuff. And you just wanted a burger. And it was quite funny.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Nice.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
I hope so. Alright, so up over here and to the right. Meh. They'll be fine. They can wait until this particular event is finished. And we get to see the little zombie girl that's really super adorable. Maybe? Hey, she's not here.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it.
That's relatively ominous.
It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's
He knows
just
her
a
too
single
well.
document won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
The
You needn't
world
concern
may
yourself
never
about
know.
that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
But I wanted to say hi to Chi-Chi. She's adorable.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
God, I'd love to have these wings in real life. Or just being able to fly like Superman.
My friend, what can I get?
Oh, why are you
The
here?
atmosphere.
You're supposed to be back behind
Miss
the thing.
Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract,
Let's see what crazy number she's gonna make him pay her.
Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Yes, but how much?
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Let's see. Testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative. So... boom.
If we want to determine whether this
There
is
we
a
go.
processing record from the Jade Mystery, along
Except
with
he didn't
stone
know what he
samples
was getting
and
into.
an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this
See,
prove
okay,
anything?
so I was right.
In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
Okay.
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either.
This is funny.
And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
I could just run him through with a sword.
You know,
and
you
solve
could
a lot
be
of
right.
problems.
Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry.
Got lawyered. I know. Needs maximum dab.
I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually...
Yep, he got
Aren't
wrecked.
actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Sir Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Damn. She brought out the pimp hand.
Yamp, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Fingers crossed we capture her.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite.
Almost. Unless you have a vision.
I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again.
Good for you,
I was
buddy.
worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Well, Markham...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
Ha 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 ha.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
Good.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
This is about to get a cluster. Oh, God.
Ms. Jiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But I... All right, then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
I really do like her now.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss
Even
Yunfei.
if she did give us a
And when you have the
backhanded
time,
compliment
I'll be sure
back
to
in.
visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
I just really don't like her eyes because they're just so low. I mean, look at Paimon and Lumine's eyes. She just looks like she's high all the time.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Oh my, get some giggity.
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
There's more than just reason involved.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Tenterhooks? What the heck is that supposed to be? Alright, well. Let me go up here and talk to some of these people. We may knock this out real quick while we're... Would you get off that? Thank you. Yeah, tenterhooks. What the hell is that? No matter how hard you work, there's always more to do. The crisis is passing, the city's been gradually returning to normal. I thought we might be able to take a little easier once it was all over. Little did I know that on top of our usual guard duty and other day-to-day work, there's some of us helping out in other departments from time to time, too. All these little things add up to mean that we're actually busier than ever. I was called to help collect and organize incoming paperwork, then I had a patrol and settle escort requests. On top of that, just a few days ago, we received a report that there had been intermittent earthquakes near Nintenmin. Yeah, tenterhooks. I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't mean we can afford to lower our guard, though. This is an earthquake we're all talking about. So we're still sending people to check on the area every so often. Oh, gosh. Yeah. All these freaking exclamation points just gonna be more work. At some point we need to go find some more of the Geoculus thingies.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite? Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you.
Oh, something special.
I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
That's funny. That's a threat.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis. Ah, indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew. All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Oh, come on. I want to see the powers at work. No, come on. Show us. Show us.
There we go. This Serenity pot is all yours now.
Serenity. I see. That's very punny.
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Oh?
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
This story just keeps getting wilder and wilder. This miraculous teapot known as Serenity... Ah, come on. Another realm within. Should you decide to venture inside, you may witness its hidden wonders. Okay. Ah, it's a gadget. Neat. So it's a genie's lamp. Ah, that's... Honestly, that's kind of not a bad way to put it. Made from pure bird feathers and strong... Huh. Holy crap, it's a 5-star? Nice. Oh, so we have to unlock... It's level 40 in the... Huh. Floating abode, Emerald Peaks. Yeah, I think I like the Emerald Peaks. Where the heck is it taking us?
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Hey! There's a perfectly good house right over there! Why does Paimon have to live in a hole in the ground?
That's great. I love the options where we get to upset Paimon.
Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Well, if you would just shut your trap there, Paimon, we'd find that out. Get in the hole, Paimon. Do it. Do it now.
Wow. It seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
That is a very big burb.
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again?
Oh, great. We got another Paimon.
Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
That would be kind of an insult, and I'm about to insult you. I'm sorry.
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you.
She talks like Chi-Chi.
You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs.
So we're an Adepti now?
You may consider me a butler, if you will.
I mean, technically, that's kind of what the vibes I'm getting. They've turned us into an Adepti.
Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Okay.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
Wouldn't
I
that have been
hardly
Rex?
remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
Anyway, can
Well,
we
let's
get
not
this
dwell
girl
on
now?
that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to the. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Okay. Look for Tubby. They're using the sun. Travels. Yep. That seems okay. It's pretty solid. Talk to the teapot spirits. And create all kinds of items. Material used to create items can be gathered from all over the world. Increase your adeptal energy rank. Ooh. Neat. Okay. Question. How do I get out of here? Of course not. What was that for your first reaction? I don't know if I told you before, but these abodes are private spaces created by the Adepti for themselves. Most Adepti will use certain methods to seal their abode away, the rest of the world to ensure its purity and void being disturbed. Afterward, Adepti would create a realm dispatch for those they wish to invite into their abode. This realm dispatch bears signatures of the abode's adeptal energy and that of the Adeptus themselves. As such, anyone who has this dispatch can enter X abode freely. This abode was in an incomplete embryonic state. Those whom you invited into it would only have been to exit and enter together with you rather than remain for long periods. We are the genie now. Beware my power. Don't worry, you need only hold this dispatch and it will draw some of your energy out and into it. Ah yes, I heard Ping mention that you have made friends in a great many places. As such, I suspect that were we to distribute one dispatch to each one of them, we would be here making dispatches for a long time. Such I've made some modifications to dispatch. All you need to do is tap the palm of the person you'd like to invite lightly with the dispatch, and your energy signature will remain on them, allowing them to enter and leave your realm with ease. Sort of, but why do you have to put it so weirdly? Well, here's the realm dispatch. Go forth and invite whoever you wish. It seems this place should become lively quite soon. Okay, that's cool and all. How do we leave this realm?
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home. If you ever have any questions about the...
Oh, hey, we got more stuff. Do I just jump out to leave, or... Crap, I got myself in a place I can't get out of. No! Ooh. Wow. We got ourselves a mansion, guys. Heck yeah. But that doesn't let me leave the teapot. Okay.
Maybe you're not used to the...
Give. No. It's mine. Rank bonus. Hey, we get 60 Prima Gems from it, though. Okay. Oh. Well, it doesn't appear that we actually have any of the necessary coins.
If you ever have any questions...
Wait a minute, what if we did this? Okay. Neat. Check the placement screen and save your furnishings. Okay. To create a healthy gaming environment. Ooh, okay, okay. Main building. Okay. Well, that did something. Hey! Oh, hey, what's this? What's this? Get more Prima Gems, right? Heck yeah. Okay. That's just notices. So, how do we leave? Wow, that's a long, far way down. Nope, we don't leave that way. Damn it. I was really hoping. What's this? All kinds of items. Once in a while, okay, yeah. No, that's... I want to leave. Oh my gosh. Exploding population. Oh, let's, if I can ever leave this place. Okay, that's not what I was wanting to do. Hey, Cycling, do you think you could, investigate how to get out of this? Yeah, it's a prison for sure. But I just want out. Apparently we entered the danger zone. Does not give us anything. You. Tell us how to retreat. Gadget. Oh!
Maybe you're not used to the... If you ever have any questions...
Thank you, Cycling. Cannot deploy here. Nice. You are a lifesaver, Cycling. Let's get back to other things. Nice. Alright, so. Mondstadt. Okay. Let's go this way. What happened? Oh no. What did I clicked on the wrong thing. No, that wasn't what I wanted either.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Mondstadt. You are there. Thank you, Cycling. The teapot arc is a scary arc. Was mortified. Oh hey, we got other things to do. Recently received a commission from the Fishing Association claiming that the fish activity in the nearby waters has been abnormal. Unfortunately, the report does not mention any specifics. Could you help us check in on the situation? I have full faith that no matter what the problem is, you will overcome it with ease. That fishing, I'm not sure I understand. Is there any other kind of fishing to speak of? Oh, the Fishing Association. Sure sounds like they're in the business of catching delicious fish. There's no time to lose. Let's go check this out.
Ad Astra Abbott.
Yes. Oh,
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Nice. $111 meters, so just on the other side of the wall here. I guess? I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Yep. Way over there. Oh, big ol' stretch. Oh, ow. Thank you very much, Cycling. Looking out for my health and my posture.
If I could pull it out.
Over here, I don't need your help. Well, sort out. Don't you get any ideas? I found it first. If only I could pull it out then. Okay, so I don't know what exactly would happen, but it'd definitely be something big. Look at this rust. The angle of entry into the ground. It's perfect. It's gotta be a lost sword from some legend or another. I'm sure of it. Armed with this sword, I'd probably be allowed to go on adventures with Mommy and Daddy, and I could join the Adventurers Guild. Good luck, kid. Can I do anything with the sword? I cannot. Okay, so we are looking for... this person? No, this person. Fish have been really active these days. Yes, and here comes my help now, I suppose. Good day to you. My name is Nantuck, Senior Fisherman of the Mondstadt Fishing Association. Recently, many new fish species have suddenly appeared in nearby waters. I immediately contacted my friends in other regions, and sure enough, this has been happening everywhere. Some people say that this must be the Teyvat fish outbreak of the century. Actually, the reason hasn't been fully investigated, but I guess it has something to do with the improvements of the ecological environment. I guess you're in trouble because there are too many fish, right? Don't worry, Paimon will take care of it, as long as they don't taste bad. It's no trouble. In fact, the more fish the better as far as the fishing association is concerned. However, we need enough manpower. To be honest, with the manpower we have available, it would be hard-pressed to catch all the new fish species for research in a short time. But on the flip side, I thought, isn't this also a great opportunity for the fishing association to grow? So I put up a commission with the Adventurers Guild. Well, how about it? Interested in joining us? Fishing is a lot of fun, you know. What an energetic youngster you are. So let's start by going to Cider Lake. That's where the fishing grounds I prepped for newcomers is. I'll teach you the basics first. Aw, come on. Ooh. That's a little ways away. This way. This place will do. See those little fish in the water? They're just beautiful. Here, take some of these tools. We have fishing rods, bait, and formulas to making bait. First, place the bait on the hook, then aim for where the fish are gathering, then cast your rod. Then dutifully wait for the fish to take the bait. I've heard that newcomers have something called beginner's luck. I caught a large bass that was more than half a meter long back then. Well, go on, give it a go. Here's to catching another Paimon. Oh, that's great. It's a sort of wondrous seafood that I managed to catch last time. Hey, where did Paimon go from emergency food to wondrous seafood? Already an experienced angler. Well, that just makes me more excited to see what you'll catch. Nice! We have unlocked fishing. Rich varieties. Today, fish are spread all over town. Take a time fishing run, take your bait. If you should see ripples in nearby water body, this means that it is a fishing point. Get close to this fishing point and interact with it to start fishing. Fish are quite sensitive to their surroundings. If you stand too close or perform combat actions, the fish will be frightened and will scatter, and they will take a while to calm down and come close to the body water again. Different water bodies contain different species of fish. While preparing to fish, you can view the species and be found here and select this appropriate rod and bait. Okay, this is just becoming Animal Crossing. A little bit, but I haven't played Animal Crossing either, so I don't know. It's too far from the fish, its ability to attract them will greatly decrease. If it lands too close by, the fish will be startled and will flee from the scene. When the fish are on the hook, click the release hook button, or the fish might finish eating the bait and flee. Once you've successfully raised your hook, the fish will start to struggle. When the fish enters a struggling state, you can hold and release the fish button to adjust your fishing line tension and keep it in the yellow ideal. Tension zone. Fishing progress will only increase if you stay in the ideal tension zone, otherwise progress will drop. Once progress is full, you will have successfully caught this fish. Fish on the hook will sometimes enter periods of intense struggle. At this time, the speed at which line tension may change will be affected, and the ideal tension zone will turn orange and start to fluctuate slightly. If your fishing progress hits 0, the fish will try to escape. The tension zone will then turn red and continue to fluctuate. Okay. Oops. I think I did it wrong.
Yeah, you nearly got him! Whoa, nice catch!
Hey, we got ourselves a fishes. Nice, okay. Huh? Hey, how can I get at that guy? No, 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 no. Get up here. Use Paimon as bait. I am up for that. Okay, so I need to get that. Question. Oh, crap. Get away from me. Ah. Now see, I'm not attacking your little friend. So don't you dare get mad at me. Cycling. I'm sorry, cycling, but, there you go. We froze him. So I can get away. Ooh. You won't care if I attack some burbs, will you? Come on, hit the stupid burb. Ah, well. We got a little bit more. See, I didn't kill your slime friend, so calm down. Burbs are fair game. Well, they do make tasty foods, that's for sure. Okay, fine. B for inventory. Oh. Click to select bait formula. But I don't want to click to select bait formula. I want to be left alone. I wish to kill the things and do the things and the things. I'm kind of sad because that little guy was cute. I shouldn't have killed it. Hey, what the heck? Oh, hey, we got 5 of these things.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
And we got 40 more Prima Gems. I was gonna say, your little friend there was making it difficult to keep going there, just so you know. Cool. So apparently we need to go collecting logs and stuff. Alright, have yourself a great night. Thank you for hanging out with me, cycling. Probably be heading to bed soon myself. Another hydrate? I will have to go get a bottle of water to do that. Oh, before you take off, we should do the real quick wish poll. Come on. Let's see what we get. Fingers crossed. Yennefe, 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 Yennefe. That's all we want. I'm not entirely upset, but I really want Yennefe. Well, that was kind of a disappointment. I mean, I like her. She's nice. Oh well. So, this dude is a cryo, if I'm looking at that correctly. And I don't have anything to level him up with, because it needs to go to everybody else. He produces popsicles. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, anyway. See you later, Cycling. Thank you for hanging out with me, and hopefully we'll get to hang out again on another stream later. Have yourself a great night's sleep. Nails into hooks. Ooh, we caught our first fish. Nice. Actually, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark, aren't we? More ice. Start a business. Yes, I agree. I don't know if any of my friends is currently online and streaming. Hopefully Mincy is. Casey is. Mincy is. Okay, so we're gonna just go jump over to Mincy. Raid channel. Anyway, time for me to head off to bed as well. Thank you all for hanging out with me and joining me for some more Genshin fun. And, TIFreak8x. Yeah, there you go. That's a name. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and until next time, see you later and stay safe. Bye.